Thanks for joining us this evening on TKO 8 Local News. Newton County Assessor Sheila McCutcheon has returned to work after being arrested again, this time on perjury charges. McCutcheon and her daughter-in-law, Desiree McCutcheon, were both originally charged with stealing thousands of Newton County tax funds, but McCutcheon kept her job as assessor after she was voted back into that office. Newton County Sheriff Keith Slape told reporters that this incident makes the county look bad, and he hopes it will be cleared up very soon. McCutcheon is scheduled to appear in circuit court tomorrow. 24-year-old Lyle Taffer of Harrison was hospitalized and as of news time apparently is still in the hospital as he stepped in front of a moving vehicle Tuesday afternoon outside the Lynx apartment complex. Harrison Police Chief Paul Woodruff said officers were called to the apartment complex about 8:30 a.m. Tuesday regarding a disturbance outside an apartment. Officers said the disturbance was between Taffer and his former girlfriend, 22-year-old Caitlin Harris, and had been verbal only until Taffer allegedly kicked a window out of her vehicle. Then at around 4:30 p.m. Tuesday, Harris called to report Taffer left the Lynx in a vehicle after an argument, then returned back into backed into her vehicle, and punched another male subject and left on foot. Taffer returned as the officers arrived and stepped in front of a moving vehicle. Woodruff said video surveillance footage showed Taffer purposely stepped in front of the vehicle and suffered serious head and other injuries. The report said he was bleeding profusely and was unconscious when medical personnel arrived on the scene. Taffer was flown to Springfield, Missouri Hospital, where he remains in stable condition. Woodruff says Taffer was in possession of controlled substances and a blood toxicology screening was taken. A crowd of about 250 people packed the Jasper High School auditorium last night for a meeting about whether the state of Arkansas should issue a new permit to a large controversial hog farm near the Buffalo National River. Based on 25 oral comments, the crowd was fairly evenly split and against the permit that would allow C&H Hog Farms to continue its Mount Judy operations, which began in 2013. Opponents say the Arkansas Department of Environmental Quality's public notice process in 2012 prevented people from learning about the application and commenting on it as well. It was unclear when a final decision would be announced. The Consumer Product Safety Commission has listed a new recall on portable table saws from Craftsman. The saw was sold exclusively at Sears from April of 2014 through October 2016 for about $200. The recall was ordered after nearly a dozen injuries were reported while using that saw. Majority of those injured said the product collapsed, resulting in broken bones, cuts, and partial fingernail amputation. Consumers should immediately stop using the recalled table saws and contact Rexon for a free replacement stand. Mountain Homes Department K9, Binga, recently received a bullet and stab-proof vest donation from Pet Armor, Perigo Animal Health, and the group Vested Interest in Canines Incorporated. Mountain Home Police Chief Kerry Manuel says the K9 team and the police department appreciate the donation of the protective vest. In most cases, law enforcement agencies do not have the budget to purchase canine protective vests because they cost over $1,000 each. Binga has been employed with the department since May of 2010, and his handler, Officer Jonathan Griffin, has been employed with the department since June of 2005. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at headline news from around the region. But first, here's this week's closing livestock report from Sammy Klein, brought to you by Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte.
Compared to last week, feeder steers under 500 pounds and heifers and bulls are under 450 pounds, mostly steady $5 lower. Steers over 500 pounds and heifers and bulls over 450 pounds, steady at $2 higher. Slaughter cows and bulls steady. Feeder steers, medium large ones, 350 to 400 pounds, a few at 165 to 169. 4 to 500 pounds, 154 to 168. 5 to 600 pounds, 143 to 162. 6 to 700 pounds, 136 to 142. Feeder heifers, medium large 1. 3 to 400 pounds, 147 to 160. 4 to 500 pounds, 136 to 154. 5 to 600 pounds, 128 to 138. Replacement cows, medium large 1 to 2, has a 1 and 2 year old, second, third stage, weighing 740 to 875 pounds at 975 to 1,025 per head. And 2 to 7 year old cows, 900 to 1,300 pounds, second, third stage, 950 to 1,260 per head. And second, 7 to 10 year old cows, second, third stage, 64 to 76, or 775 to 975 per head. Chuck F. pairs, medium large 1 to 2, 2 to 7 year old, 900 to 450 pound cows, 1 to 300 pound calves, a few at 1,000 to 1,550 per pair. Lauder cows, boners, 58 to 65, high dress 66 to 76. Lean, 57 to 61, high dress 64 to 68.50. Slaughter bulls, grade 1 and 2, 1,100 pound, 83 to 87.50, high dress 93 to 103.50. That's the market today. Sammy Klein reporting. Thank you.
Spring is here, and Quality Feed Grains has Spring High Mag Loose Mineral to prevent incidents of grass tetany in your beef cattle. They're now taking orders for baby chicks through May 31st and baby ducks through April 14th. Mark your calendar for April 8th and join them for Customer Appreciation Day from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. Quality Feed Grains with 2 locations, 4617 Highway 65 South and 311 East Prospect in Harrison.
More information is coming out about a body that was discovered earlier this week on a Prairie County farm. Police, they say they have the reason to believe the death happened in the state of New York, and the remains were taken to Arkansas in a suitcase, which was then left on the farm in that area. Arkansas State Police are now searching Virginia Ginger Lee Colvin, who is wanted for questioning about this case. Colvin is described as 5 foot 1 inches tall, weighing about 110 pounds, with blue eyes and brown hair. Police also say that she may be in the vicinity of Perry, White, or Pulaski counties. The body was taken to the Arkansas State Crime Lab for attempted identification and to determine the cause of death. The Arkansas House has given final legislative approval to a bill allowing the police agencies patrolling the state capitol to keep information about officers, private and past, sent back to a Senate bill allowing secrecy among police at state colleges and universities. The bills were presented in a way to keep security plans under wraps. Their language says, however, that agencies could keep records of other information about their forces out of the public eye. Representative Stephen Meeks asked House members to reject the bill, saying he fears a situation in which the fox is guarding the henhouse with legislatures unable to intervene. Separately, a Freedom of Information Act exemption for the security details at the governor's mansion passed the Senate. A proposal to ban the sale of medical marijuana food, drink products has failed in Arkansas's Senate after opponents said it would undermine a voter-approved initiative legalizing the drug for people with a host of ailments. The Senate voted 15 to 11 in favor of the measure to ban so-called pot edibles, but it needed at least 24 votes to advance to the state House. Republican Senator Gary Stubblefield has said that the move was needed to prevent the dispensaries from selling pot-laced candy or other products that would be appealing to children. The Senate approved a motion that would allow him to bring the proposal up again at a later date. Proposed legislation, House Bill number 1249, will allow concealed carry of handguns on Arkansas college campuses and continues to stall as 2 amendments to the measure failed to get out of the Senate Judiciary Committee by a vote of by a vote of 21 in favor and 10 against and 4 abstaining. The First Amendment would remove a requirement that a person be at least 25 years old to carry, while the Second Amendment would reduce the hours of training needed to authorize a carry permit of a handgun on campuses from 16 to 18 hours. An Arkansas facility no longer under consideration to be used as a temporary shelter, according to reports. Spokesperson for the Administration for Children and Families said it has made the decision after reviewing the former Ouachita Job Corps Center, which is in Roland, Arkansas. In December, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services visited the site because it sought transferring the facility for unoccupied youth. U.S. Senator Tom Cotton, however, is one of the lawmakers who opposed the proposed site. In statements on Wednesday, the Republican senator called the decision good news. As of news time, there's no word yet on when a decision on the future for the facility will be made. Before we take a look at this much changing weather forecast as we head into the weekend, here's the way the stock market ended today. Well, this summer-like weather that we've had around the area is short-lived. Looks like we're going to get back to reality by the weekend. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to mention this one word, snow. Snowflakes, at least, may be seen over the weekend as temperatures drop dramatically. As one of the major storm system, according to the National Weather Service, will cross the center part of the United States, move off in a northeasterly direction, shift all the wind from the south to the north, and it is going to be downright cold through the weekend. But then by the end of next week, we'll be back into the 70s again. So I guess they call it an Easter squall sometimes this time of the year, but we've been so used to the warm weather conditions, and right now a lot of flowers, shrubs, and trees are already blooming or almost ready to bloom. Could be damaging to some of those, particularly the fruit trees like peaches, etc. So make sure you know about this weather coming your way. Here's the way it looks. It was a beautiful day out there today. Lots of sunshine. Got up to 77 degrees with a southerly flow of 5 to 15 miles per hour. Going to cool down a little bit tomorrow, but not so much until the weekend gets here. Here's the way it looks tomorrow under mostly sunny skies. About 57 degrees in the afternoon as the wind shifts to the north-northeast. Saturday, however, rain and snow showers possible throughout the day. 90 to 100% chance we are going to get some type of moisture. High temperature for the day, 38 degrees, but look what it is at night. 24 degrees on Saturday night into Sunday morning. And, of course, don't forget, got to push those clocks forward 1 hour when you go to bed on Saturday night, as daylight saving time officially starts at 3 a.m. on Sunday morning. Sunday, mostly sunny skies, still a cool day out there with a north wind up to 50 degrees. Kick off the work week, partly cloudy skies on Monday and about 58 degrees. Chance of a wintry mix and another system that coming from the north on Tuesday. About 50% chance of some type of precip, but 51 degrees. Overnight low of 28 on Tuesday night. By Wednesday and on through the rest of the work week, looks like it's going to warm back up into the upper 50s to upper 60s. So it's going to be rough here. We're not used to the cold weather right now. We've been spoiled throughout the winter. We'll see how we make it through the weekend. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at sports from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
Hello, this is Michelle from Nature's Wonders. This time of year, people tend to be disappointed in themselves for not following through with New Year's resolutions. Well, we have a thought for you. Why New Year's resolutions? Why not New Day resolutions? Each day is an opportunity for us to start fresh, have a new attitude, be more positive, and take better care of ourselves. We're here to help by providing the natural and organic grocery and supplements that you need. Come see us at Nature's Wonders on Highway 65 in Harrison, just down from Thompson's Ace Hardware. And remember, when you start each day, make a new day resolution to be a better and healthier you.
Welcome to our One for Everyone sales event.
We're looking for something reliable.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. It's our 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan.
I can do my own maintenance.
Also includes 24-hour roadside assistance.
Roadside, my own assistance. Thank you.
At no additional cost.
That's great.
Okay, yeah.
Sign us up.
Right now, get $2,500 customer cash. Or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months plus a $1,000 subvention bonus on a new 2017 Camry.
Now we can sell your tools.
Toyota, let's go places.
Well, a quick start fizzled out for the Harrison Goblin baseball team on Tuesday. In the season opener, the Goblins lost an early 3-0 lead to Gravett before losing the game 8-4. The Goblins got off to a strong start after shutting down Gravett in the top of the first inning. Thayer Lovell led off the home half of the inning with a shot over the left field fence for a 1-0 lead. One batter later, Quinn Cherry duplicated the blast with a homer of his own over the left field fence for a 2-0 Harrison lead. In the bottom of the third inning, Cherry struck out with his second home run of the ball game, increasing Harrison's lead to 3-0. But then the top of the fourth inning, things began to turn. Gravett put 4 runs on the board in the inning to move out in front 4-3 and to win the ball game. Up next on Friday, the Goblins open conference play as they take a road trip over to Siloam Springs. On Monday, there were no winners when Harrison traveled to Bentonville for a matchup with the Bentonville West soccer squad. Lady Goblins came home with a 2-2 tie, while the Goblins also picked a 1-1 tie. This follows last Friday, where the Goblins were in Conway and they fell 2-0. Up next is for Friday will be Harrison's opener in its annual Remax Cup tournament. The Lady Goblins will take on Maumelle and on Friday night at 7, while the Goblins will also be in action against Maumelle. They will kick off around 8:30. Both matches with Maumelle will count as a district seeding game for the 5A West tournament. Then on Saturday, the Lady Goblins will face Cabot at 8 a.m. The Goblins will be taking on Dardanelle at 9:15 a.m. The Lady Goblins will take the field again at 3:30 p.m. with a matchup against Fayetteville. Harrison Boys will finish off the tournament at 4:45 p.m. with a showdown against Fayetteville as well. The Omaha Eagles opened their baseball season on Monday. The Eagles got the result they were looking for as they crushed Eureka Springs 17-2 in 4 innings of play. Garrett Maddox earned the win on the mound for Omaha as he picked 2 innings, striking out 5 of the 6 batters that came to the plate. Trey Stone and Aaron Starrod were each 3 of 4 at the plate for Omaha, while Maddox was 2 of 4 on the day. Maddox also picked up 4 RBIs in that ballgame. Nick Copel scored 14 of his 15 points in the second half, and in overtime, and 12th seed Louisiana Monroe upset number 5 seed Arkansas State 73-70 on Wednesday in the first round of the Sun Belt Conference Tournament. Sam Alaba added 14 points as Marvin Jean Perret had 12 for the Warhawks, who will play number 4 seed Texas State in the quarterfinals on Friday. Arkansas State had a chance to win in regulation, but Rashad Lindsey missed a 3-pointer and Devin Simons a tip-in for the victory. The annual Carter-Gassville Chamber of Commerce Open Trout Tournament is scheduled for Saturday, March 18th at the Big Spring Park in downtown Carter. The entry fee is $100 per team, and there will be a optional big bass pot for an additional $25. Also, organizers say this year's event will be open to any brand of boat. For more information, contact the Carter Chamber of Commerce on their website at carterarkansas.com. That wraps up our broadcast here for this evening. Thanks for joining us. Join us Monday through Friday at 6:30 and again at 10 p.m. as we continue to bring you local news, weather, sports, and local announcements from around the area on Harrison's broadcast station, TKO Channel 8. Now stay tuned for more local events around our viewing area.
Harrison's broadcast